Well, it's morning. We are packing our stuff up here beside of, I think this was called Lick Creek. Seems an odd name. We're getting there. That's where my tent was, that little dryish spot right there. Making a little water for the day. Gavin's getting his stuff together over there. We'll be back in a minute. And I've got everything done but my Tyvek and putting my cat hole shovel up, which should be back from the woods shortly. So we're getting ready to move out. Big day today. We're gonna have about a 6-mile climb. Bless our hearts, we're stupid. But after that, it's gonna be flat. Good morning.
Morning.
And it's gonna be great. So slept well last night. Slept in this morning. I set my clock for 5:45 and I didn't feel a thing. Bullfrog came and stirred me around 7. So slept well. It's nice hearing the water rush last night. We'll talk to you soon. Alrighty, we are coming up on a little stream here and watching Angel go across. Hey, she's gonna make it. Oh, she made it. Awesome. Yeah, that was. And here comes Gavin. Hawkeye is on the log. Makes it a lot easier with trekking poles. Well, figured I better video while I had the chance. We are at the start of about a 5-mile climb and just so looking forward to it. But the good thing is, after the climb, we got flat territory for a good long ways, miles and miles. So we'll see how things go. And hopefully this thing becomes less steep as we go up it. It's what the map looks like anyway. So we're going to be hopeful for that. We've had a good day so far. We're probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half in. And to this point, we've had pretty smooth sailing. But we're starting to climb. Although there is a flat right here. If they can do this, this would be great. Go up a little ways and flatten out and get your breath. Go up some more. Nice water flowing down there. Got a little creek. Pretty awesome.
Angel, we can take care of that real
Alrighty,
quick.
so Angel's on the struggle bus today, and there's Gavin's backside. Oh, I missed the twerking. Yeah, I'm glad I missed that. So the trail is going up that way. We are about 1.8 from our shelter, where we're gonna eat lunch, not stay. We came along this little pond and we've been listening to the frogs holler, and that's been pretty neat. And the weather is, I'm afraid the weather's gonna blow in on us. We're gonna try to get on up here to this shelter before it rains on us. And we'll see you when we get there. Well, we're still trekking along, waiting on our shelter for lunchtime. We're out in the open right now, and I bet we're gonna be going up on that ridge right there, because I don't think our climb's quite done yet. But it's not been nearly so bad as I expected it would be. All right, here we are. We are still climbing. We have to go up there for sure, but it's not been too bad of a climb. Hang on, okay. So we're moving forward, but that's what's behind us. And that's pretty awesome view right there. You can see there's some clouds in the sky today. I hope we're not gonna get rained on, but if we do, we do. We all have rain gear, so we're prepared for it. Onward we march. Well, we're off the top of that last hill. We're flat right now. I think we still have just a little bit more up. With the trail down through here with all the grass, it's just really pretty. Greenness everywhere. Thought we would share. We're about half a mile from lunch, and I'm excited about that. Well, this is the Chestnut Knob Shelter. This is That's where we're having our lunch. And I think it's also where we get to celebrate the end of the major uphill. And we've made it thus far. Pretty happy about that. All right, this is the inside. Hey, bud. This is the inside of the chestnut shelter. Gavin.
Sorry.
Bless your heart. He still has the energy for playing around. There's the fireplace right over there on the wall. In the wall. And it'd be a pretty cozy place to stay. There's lots of places to hang your packs up there on the pegs. We've got windows. I think this used to be a fire warden's home or something like that, or I don't remember exactly what. But, and there's the light switch. There we go. Yep, right there on the wall by the door. Oh, yep, there's an outlet right down there. Probably can't see that, but it's not real, darn it. Yeah, I wonder where the router is. I figured there'd be somebody that would have drawn a router in here so that we could access our Wi-Fi. But this is where we're having lunch, and we're happy to be here. Alrighty, that's the view from the Chestnut Shelter. It was where we were headed to last night, but we didn't make it. But we've had our lunch, and we're gonna hike on. 10.7, and should be flat and downhill most all the way, and we're looking forward to that. So wish us an easy hike, and we'll check in as we see interesting things. Well, based on the look of the map, this is what we're going to be doing for several miles, is just kind of walking across the top of this ridge, little bumpy ups and downs, and overall descending during the day. It's really pretty. The sun's finally breaking through. We were worried about a storm just a little while ago, but I think it's going to blow past, or we're going to outrun it or something. So this is what we're dealing with. It's a pretty day. Well, I think we reached our high spot just back up there. We had one more little 300-foot climb off the water source where I stopped to get water, and we've gone up it. It's back up here. Whoa, sorry, that was a little fast. It was back up there. I should have taken a picture because it was a really nice little knoll right up there on the top. Slowly turning around so that you don't get dizzy. And our trail's going to be following, I think we got a ridge line for the next 5 or 6 miles, just gently meandering along. And at least in the book, on the map, it looks pretty benign. So we should be able to make good time going through here. It's really pretty. Lots of greenery. Although, these things that are growing here, ooh, that's just good mosquitoes. These things are stinging nettles, so you want those to stay off the trail, because they have little burrs on the underside that'll eat your legs up. And itch and all that kind of stuff. Not quite as bad as poison oak, I don't suppose, but not something that you want to be walking through. I remember doing, as a kid, we did a section of the trail, and those things were waist high and falling over the trail, and it just tore us up. We wound up, we had long john bottoms, so we put on long john bottoms and then shorts to keep those things off our skin, and that helped. Unfortunately, I've sent my long john bottoms home because it's been really warm at night the last few nights. In fact, so hot that I've had to figure out how to sleep. My sleeping bag is a 25-degree bag, and I've looked for a lighter weight one, you know, so far as lower temperature or higher temperature rating, a summer weight bag, but I can't find anything that weighs as little as mine does. So I guess for the moment anyway, I'm going to stick with what I've got, since it seems to be the lightest option. I could send it home and get my liner back, but on a really cold night, the liner's not going to help any. So we're going to go with what I got. But what I've done is I just sleep on top of my pad and unzip my sleeping bag down to the foot box, stick my feet in the foot box, and then kind of use it like a quilt. So it stays over my feet. I don't pull it off my feet. I can pull it around me or flop it over me or lift it up and let some air flow in and cool me down a little bit. And that's been very comfortable the last couple of nights. So we'll see how that works out tonight. All right, so this answers a lot of questions right here. Just coming up the trail here, we got this big pile of rocks. And Bullfrog said, I wonder what that's all about. And I know the answer to that. This is just a pile of rocks that they haven't gotten around to spreading out on the trail yet for us to trip over and fall on and cut ourselves. So the trail guys need to get on out here and get to work on this pile here, because it looks like it's been sitting here for quite a while and there's hardly any rocks right here. So they need to get out and start spreading those things out a bit. Of course, I'm being absolutely facetious, but it sort of feels like that a lot of the time. That there's just dangerous rocks everywhere. Right now our footing is pretty good. There's rocks on the trail, but they're flat enough so they're not dislodging, and you know, you're not coming down on a sharp edge or a sharp point. You can come down flat on your foot. And that's what makes the difference, is just being able to get a good flat footstep and not come down on something with a sharp edge on it, or even worse, a sharp point. So anyway, moving back on the trail, this is one of the meandering ups I think that we're gonna have. This one wasn't nearly as bad as the last one, but I'd just like to go flat for a little while. Just a little while. All right, I lied, we are not at the top of the last climb. These little meandering climbs are butt kickers. Yeah, last climb, that's a joke. So we did come up on these rocks, which are kind of cool because they're flat. And it looks like it drops off a pretty decent amount over there. Oh yeah, it does. Whee! Not gonna go. Wow, that's awesome down there. Wonder if the trail eventually goes down there. There's rocks all over, and still climbing. So, on the way, let's go find some rocks to walk over. All right, let the record show that I predicted there were gonna be rocks. We looked in our guidebook and saw a section of the trail that was almost entirely flat, just hovering right out the 4,000 foot elevation. And I said this morning, I said, you know, if there's a flat spot, there's gonna be rocks on it. Yeah, well, they're here. And it's not even all that flat. But we're moving forward and making the best of it. Just don't want to step on some of these or break my shin on one of these. Maybe we'll walk out of this eventually. We'll see. Well, we got a little bit of a drop off right here to the left side of the trail. And we're still going over rocks, go figure. These aren't horrible. They're flat enough that you can put your feet down, but sometimes they're not. Yeah, there's the drop right there. So we'll see what we got going on here. But moving along down the trail, getting closer to our shelter area for the evening. Hopefully we're going to beat this storm in, because the wind is blowing around a little bit on this ridge line. And the clouds are a little darker. I think it may rain a little bit sometime later. I hope we're inside before it does. That's kind of a neat little rock formation up here on this ridge line. We're hiking up to it. There's Hawkeye. He's caught me up and leading the way. He does a good job. I was just sitting here watching how he was just bebopping down along over those rocks that are giving me such a fit. He's doing a great job. He has really matured as a hiker in the last 70 however many days. That's pretty impressive. Oh boy. So there's the rocks that we were walking towards. The trail goes right through. So I'll continue on. See what's on the other side. Probably more rocks. Oh, no, it's not bad. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Oh, that's kind of a neat one right over there. If I get closer. Whoops, a little bit. There we go. That's kind of neat. Stuff growing out on top of that one. Okay, let the record show I'm about to be done with rocks. Just let me have some good level ground for a little while. with no rocks to have to worry about. I don't even care if there's a few roots sprinkled in. I'm just tired of rocks. Bless them. All right, I'm gonna head on up. We'll talk to you soon. All right, so now these rocks, I like these rocks because they're up there on the mountain where they belong instead of down here on the trail. This is just like a rock garden. This is awesome. And anyway, I thought I'd show you that because I thought it was kind of neat. Okay, liking these rocks too. Once again, they're up there on the mountain ridge where they belong instead of out here on the trail. But we're still going down through the woods and having a great time. We're laughing, even though our feet hurt. And that's a testament to the people that I'm hiking with. We do have a good time. I enjoy being around people with positive attitudes and a sense of humor when things aren't so positive. And we certainly have that. There's the crew going up the road there. Man, these rocks are just everywhere. And there's mud everywhere. Wow. Yeah, this is the Appalachian mud hole right here. Somebody missed right there. There's big rocks over here. But wow, that's just really neat. All right, I'm talking instead of moving. Let's talk to you. Wow, look at this. This is just, wow. I see why now there's so many rocks on the trail. They must have come from up here and these just didn't break open yet. But there's rocks as far as the eye can see up here on this ridgeline. That's pretty neat. And for that matter, there's rocks as far as you can see on the trail. Yippee skippy. Oh, that's a big one right there. That's about 8 feet, 9 feet tall. And they're just continuing. Maybe there's a name for this place. I think I saw something about a rock garden. This is not quite what I was expecting. It's pretty doggone neat. It's God's rock garden. We're still plowing through new terrain here. Well, it's not really, although these rocks are much bigger than the ones that we've been having to navigate. Look at this. This is just awesome. I just hope that I can do this with one trekking pole. They're still up there. Wow. It's one of the neatest things I've ever seen. And they keep going. I'll have to learn how to extract still pictures from my videos because I'm kind of walking and moving. And I'd like to have some still pictures of these too. So looks like we're about to walk out. I'm going to take a picture or two. Talk to you soon. Wow, now that's some rocks right there. I'm thinking I see a white blaze on that big oak tree right up there. I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't see the white blaze, but some of the rocks have made it down here. Wow, this has been an entertaining day, if nothing else. With all these rocks. Oh yeah, there is water running underneath there, but you got no way to get to it because there's rocks on top of it. There's probably cold sodas under there. What's that? Yeah, this is kind of neat right here where they've laid these rocks out. The flat ones. The flat ones I really don't mind, although it is a lot like walking on concrete because you are kind of. But yeah, you know the story about the rocks. I've been complaining about that all day long. But we are plowing forward and ever inching closer to our evening destination. Oh, and the Crocs that I'm going to put on as soon as I get there.